Okay, a lot of you have been asking, and I think it's about time. I'm making another movie. Welcome to Inferno. If we haven't met, I'm Yang Wen, and I'm an actor, director, and filmmaker based in Seattle. Most recently, I directed a film called Ocean's Arrival, which was my senior thesis film in university. But before that, I was working on a whole different project. 5 years ago, I was 18 years old, and I was starting a series that will later be known as The Mesmerism. And since then, I made 40 short films that have depicted the tales of the youth, from drinking, to homework, to breakups, to driving along the road, to just going to a park, and everything in between. Right here are all 40 short films in script form. And since 2018, I realized I spent much of my young adult life writing about my experiences and commentating on the tales of the youth from other people and all the stories in between. But now it's 2023 and I've grown up a little bit, and it's time to finish the story. My next film will be the 5th and final installment of the Mesmerism, which will be Volume 5. It'll build on the 40 films that came before it, as well as making way for a new story. Inferno is the story of a young man who goes to a house party and confronts his inner demons during finals week. But the longer the party goes on, it starts to resemble hell itself. For my next directorial piece, my film will be based on Dante's Inferno and the 9 levels of hell. So why this story? Before this, the Mesmerism showed everything from the minuscule everyday moments to the life-changing events. And Inferno, carrying that theme, shows one night of a person's life. And myself, like many other young people, found myself where the character is. At a house party, trying to find love and acceptance and support from people we didn't even really knew. I often think to myself that when I'm in that position, is this something that I'm proud of? Am I in a place where one day I'm gonna look back and be really, really excited about what I just did? Am I regretting it? Am I the only person who thinks this way? The goal of my film is to show that life is far more complex and far beyond just one moment in your life. That the one good day and the one bad day don't dictate how you are or what you're gonna end up like in this world. So, it's gonna be a fun film. It's gonna be a sad film, but overall, it's gonna be a step in a whole nother dimension. I wanna be upfront that I cannot make this film by myself, and to make this film right, I'm gonna need about $50,000, and I know that's a lot of money, but I wanna make sure that I can take care of my team. With every person who comes onto the film and signs onto the project, I'm gonna make sure that everyone's paid and are compensated for their time and contribution in this film. But with $50,000, I won't ever be able to pay for the priceless talent and effort that people have been putting in, but I think it's a start. A wise friend once told me that at the end of the day, art should be free, and at the same time, artists should be paid for their work. And as much as I can, and whatever that looks like, that is one of the biggest priorities in this film. But with your help, we can make that happen. When making a film, there's a lot of costs to be considered, from booking locations and rehearsing and costumes, from gear to lighting to this food to feed everyone. Our film has all of that. But at this point, I'm very fortunate to have 20 other designers and artists and crew members already signed on, and as we finish up and finalize casting, I'm very excited to announce that we're gonna have over 30 acting roles in this. So it's gonna be a whole roller coaster, but I'm so excited to dive into this. As we make this film, I've been reaching out to different companies and sponsors, as well as private investors, and applying to grants to try to make this film happen. But I don't just wanna make this film happen. I wanna show you how we did it. For this film in particular, I'm teaming up with 2 other filmmakers in creating a behind-the-scenes documentary of the making of Inferno. From the rehearsals to the production itself to post-production, I just want to show you how we did it. And also to show some aspiring filmmaker out there that what we're doing isn't impossible, that you can very much do this too. With this film, I hope to represent some of the amazing filmmakers that are coming out of Seattle at this time, as well as step forward as a Vietnamese-American director entering the industry. So if you're able to donate to this campaign, it means a lot, every little bit. Below, in terms of the perks, you can see what you can get if you donate. From some of the small stuff and to some of the big stuff, there is something for everyone. We have posters and postcards and mugs, but what I'm most excited about is our screenplay book. It'll be a combination of photos from set, film photos, BTS pictures, parts of the script, maybe even some interviews, all jammed packed into one little coffee table book. So you can have your own little representation of hell on your table. In terms of the timeline of this movie, we're hoping to finish the film by 2024. After that, we'll be submitting it to international film festivals and domestic film festivals just to share our story. After that, we'll take the film home and have a screening in Seattle. And at that premiere, I'll be able to sit in a theater with you and thank all of you for your support in helping make this film come to life. But at the same time, if you're not in a great financial position, don't feel the need to donate. I know that support comes in many different ways other than financial, and all of your love and support is very much appreciated. Making Inferno is going to be the biggest challenge in my filmmaking journey, but I know that it's my next step as an artist. And I feel so lucky to be able to be doing this in this time of life, and it couldn't have been done without you, without all of you who have been supporting me since the beginning and have led me to this moment. So this film is for you. So click the link below, click the link in bio or the description to find out how you can donate to Inferno, and someday soon we'll be sitting in a theater watching this film happen. And I'm so excited to be bringing you on this crazy roller coaster of a film. But until then, take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon.